Welcome back, everybody, to Neutrality Studies. I'm Pascal Lotta, an associate professor at Kyoto University, and today I'm joined by a very special guest. Her name is Najmee, and she's a PhD candidate at the Songkra University. She's focusing on family business research. She's also running a petrol station business in southern Thailand and was recently a victim of an armed attack on her family's petrol station. The instability in southern Thailand is what we want to discuss today. So, Najmee, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm very glad to be here.
Well, thank you very much for saying yes. I mean, maybe for everybody listening, we are connected through mutual friends, and we were all shocked to learn that your family business was attacked. And let me just show this maybe here for a second. This made actually headline news. At least in Thailand and also in China and so on, that this arson explosion happened in your province, Naratani.
Narativa.
Narativa in southern Thailand. And this is actually a picture of your family's petrol station that got blown up by malign forces, and it was completely destroyed. Here's another picture of what happened, and this is actually like part of a very sorry pattern of the past, that the three southern provinces actually have this violent problem. And I just, for everybody to look at this, right? We've got Thailand, which is actually a very long country, and in the south, where it borders Malaysia, there are three provinces, including Narathiwat, where this happened and where the petrol station is, and that's then where recently these attacks happened. And now I wanted to ask you, can you tell us a little bit more of what happened to you, how it unfolded, and what do you think it means for stability in southern Thailand?
Okay. This took place in a district in Narathivas, where my family operates a petrol station under the PTT brand. On the side, we also have a 7-Eleven, Cafe Amazon, late night, like around after midnight. I was resting in a room behind the office. Suddenly, I heard a loud explosion. At first, I was shocked and confused. It took a moment to understand this was serious. My first priority was safety. I stayed inside and contacted the police and my family. And I tried to understand what was happening outside. When I was staying inside, a few minutes later, one of my employees called me and warned me that the fire was spreading toward the office area where I was. When I came out, I saw staff taking cover. At that point, nothing matters except getting everyone safety. We tried to evacuate the area together as quickly as we could because the people who came inside, I don't know how to call that kind of man.
The attackers, the assailants. So there
Yeah.
were people they were storming actually the petrol station. They were coming inside the shop.
Yeah. And a man full of arm, they told to the employees that they got another bomb. So we afraid to get out of the incident because I'm afraid of the another bomb. Uh-huh.
Just so they come in and they told everybody, we've got bombs. So get
Yeah.
out.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And uh yeah, and luckily we are safe. All of us are safe. After the incident, the damage was severe. My cafe and 7-Eleven was completely burnt out.
Mm.
We couldn't operate at all. The PTT station has closed for around 3 months. During that period, we had zero income, but the financial obligation did not stop.
Yeah, of course. This is I mean, this is an attack trying to to make it impossible for people then to operate these petrol stations, right? For you, it was one petrol station that you owned there and operated, but actually during this attack, several petrol stations came under fire, right? Can you tell us a little bit more about that? How many in total, and why? Why would people blow up petrol stations?
The station, around 11 petrol station got bombed in Pattaya, Narathiwat, and I think the petrol station is and PTT is a big brand, and it is the signal of something about the um how to say, the important place to show that, to show some signal to the people to know. Mm.
The It was only petrol stations from the PTT brand, right? So for you as an operator,
Mm-hmm.
I suppose it works like a franchise. You get a license from them, and then the PTT gives you all of the infrastructure and the oil and so on, and you operate on the ground, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what is PTT, and who owns that?
Pardon?
The PTT, the
Mm-hmm.
company, that oil company. Who owns that oil company?
Um, I think the Thai state, the Thai
It's
government. Yeah.
a Thai government-owned petroleum supplier. Um,
Yeah.
what has this ever happened to your family before?
No.
But it did happen before that petroleum stations got attacked, right?
Yes. Yes.
In Narathiwat. Um,
2 times.
who does that? I mean, or who do you think was responsible for this?
Um. Okay. I want to speak carefully, especially because this is an international relations discussion. In the southern border provinces, instability has existing for many years. Like when I was 10 and now I'm 30, more than 20 years. Analysts often describe the roots as a complex, connected to the identity, government, historical grievance, and trust between the state and part of the local population. That is not a single cause. And another point often mentioned is that peace effort have happened over time, but progress is fragile, and there is a Barisan Revolution National, or BRN. We have known about this. It is widely described as a most influential Malay Muslim separatist insurgent movement operating in Thailand's southern border provinces, especially in Pattani, Yala, and Narathiwat. But I would say I didn't to tell that there is a root of this my incident, but what I have known for many years that this group is generally do a insurgent violence in deep south.
Mm. S-
Mm-hmm.
So we are talking about a most likely this insurgent force in southern Thailand, which for the past or in the past already wanted to
Yeah.
split off these three southern Muslim majority provinces. And maybe
Mm-hmm.
just one more time to go back to the map, right? We've got
Yeah.
Narathiwat, we've got Yala, and Patani is the other one, right? There,
Yeah.
that count as the three southern provinces. There is,
Yeah.
as we go up, they become
Mm-hmm.
majority non-Muslim, but in the south it's majority Muslim. And
Yeah.
there were separatist movements before, but I
Mm-hmm.
mean everything calmed down back in the early 2010s, if I remember correctly. It wasn't this violence that happened before wasn't there for the last 15 or so years, or am I wrong?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm.
Uh, why is it returning now? Why do you think that this specific attack against this national petroleum company was carried out?
Yeah, I really don't know about this.
Mm.
I also shocked, and I don't think it's gonna happen to us because we feel safe for a long time. Yeah.
So did this change your perception of political stability in the southern provinces?
Yeah. From my personal experience, the more real part of history is the long term impact on daily life. Businesses spend more on security, owners hesitate to expand, employees worry about the safety, families live with uncertainty.
Mm.
Mhm.
Do you think that the attack, I mean, this is obviously, it's a terrorist attack, which, and terrorism is a political phenomenon, right? They want to
Yeah,
achieve
yeah,
something. These people want
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Can you guess what they want? I mean, do you think that this is the restart of the separatist movement?
I'm not sure about that. If I answer this very directly, I think responsibility cannot be separated from the political system that allows violence to continue.
So are you angry at the central government in Bangkok that did they do stuff wrong that then led to this happening?
Um, Not really, because they got the government compensation for us, for my employees who got the damage from this incident.
Okay, so the insurance actually is from the national government for this, or was this a
Yeah.
special case? I mean,
Yeah, yeah, for the special case, we got the state compensation.
um, is there? Do you think that the people who did this might want you to stop working with PTT? Do they want to send a signal, dear people, if you work with this state company, then you might get bombed? Do they want you to change the supplier? Do you
I'm
think
not
that's the
sure.
mm,
No, they're just targeting symbol of Thai state authorities
mm.
like security forces, official schools, and big company.
Did they attack schools as well in the past?
Yeah, in the past, yes. And the teachers. Mhm.
But in your case, they tried to make sure that everybody survives. They sent you
Yeah,
outside, right? They said, we're going to blow up
yeah.
this thing, but we don't want to kill anyone.
Yes, yes, yes. That's for my case.
The, do you think the police, I mean, is the police in the south now starting to investigate, or is the army involved as well into trying to secure petroleum stations?
Oh yeah, they have the police to take care of us after the incident. They come around to have a look to make sure that we're safe.
Hmm.
But for in the term of family, uh, my business, we have to increase the security more. Like,
Yeah, but
yeah,
how do you do that? I mean, these are very violent attacks, right? It's not just a robbery.
yeah.
Is there, what are you thinking about how to increase security?
I think it was difficult. It is really difficult to create security, to increase more security in this petrol station because people can come every time. 7-Eleven we open 24 hours. But what we can do is we we planned about the we have trained for the training to the employees about like when you see something strange or you see someone like okay this is not normal, we have to do something like we have a alarm to contact to the police
Mm.
so the police can come quickly. Mhm. Yeah.
O-
So what we
Okay.
can do?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you on the ground, you're basically it's not possible to solve the political problems, right? But in your view, if you could if somebody would grant you a wish, that you can give toward, let's say, the central government in Bangkok or toward the regional government, what would it be? What is necessary to calm the situation down, to make sure that these people don't want to attack anymore?
I think this topic we have talked about so many years. In my point of view, I'm focusing on doing my businesses, and the other part of the political is let other to do that because I have no idea how to stop it. What I have to do is protect my life and my business and just running a business in instability.
Mm, is extremely difficult, of course. So the main thing is to get stability back. Do you think, is there any cross-border influence in this entire affair, like like problems with Malaysia, or problems that these groups go back and forth between Malaysia and Thailand? Is that part of the problem, or you think it's thoroughly contained in the three provinces?
I have no idea. I really have no idea about this. Yeah.
Okay.
Because now I'm focusing on like how to rebuild the business, how to pay the debt, how to uh remain the employees. Yeah, how to take care of them to make sure that after this they will save. We have think
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
No, absolutely. While also working on a PhD, I mean, there's a lot of work on your on your plate. Um,
Mhm.
uh, did this experience in any way influence actually your research for your PhD, or is it completely separate?
Yeah, of course, because is it really directly to my business? Because I'm focusing on the family business and my research focus on the stewardship theory and family business resilience. And
Mm.
this situation is explains very well why my family members step in a during crisis. Yeah.
Uh, did your family? I mean, family businesses in Thailand are anywhere are very, very important because they're so close on the ground, right? You know exactly your environment. You know exactly how to engage with the local community, and how to serve. I mean, petroleum and food, and so on, right? That's part of it. Um, do you think this incident is going to change things also for others, or is the South kind of used to dealing with just such attacks on daily life?
Yeah. I think people was born and raised in south of Thailand. We are used to it.
Uh,
I have to
so in a,
say like we have
so in a
to
sense, it's resilience building, to operate in an unstable environment.
Mhm. Mhm.
um,
Yeah.
okay, so f- for you personally, how far are you with, like, rebuilding the petroleum station? I mean, it looked like this. Is it back online again?
Yeah. And now we have to refurbish all of this. Mm-hmm.
How long until you can operate again?
3 months.
Yeah, yeah, it really hurts the everything. But
Mm-hmm.
so, long story short, you are now recovering from this, and you will continue life the way, yeah, you will continue business as it was.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah.
Okay. Uh,
And increase
okay.
the security intense more.
Yeah, and increase security. Najami, thank you very much for that overview. Is there anything that we didn't talk about yet that you think is important to understand in this situation?
I don't think so. I have said everything.
Well, in that case, I thank you very much for giving me that overview directly from the ground of what happened. I mean, we're all praying and hoping for the best for the three provinces, for Thailand and Southeast Asia in general. Stability is very important, and I do hope that that the violence will come to an end. Najmee, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you for having me today. Have a good day.